Welcome to Movies Under Your Bed. I'm Wesley McCraw, an indie author. Today I'm talking about Bring Her Back, a movie I saw last night in the theater. It's a horror movie. My main thought about this movie is that it's very well constructed. The acting is great. Really, all of the technical aspects of the movie are pretty wonderful. My main feeling about the film is that it's a little too straightforward and doesn't have an original enough premise to make it stand out. It's still a great movie and I recommend it, but it's a little too straightforward for my taste. A lot of people have said that it's mean, cruel, too cruel for it to be an enjoyable film. Other people have accused it of being too vague and not providing enough answers. I don't think either of these accusations are true. It seems pretty straightforward on plot-wise and for how extreme the horror gets, which is, I feel, a relatively comfortable level. But it does sort of depend on if you find violence towards children or younger people to be more upsetting than other types of horror. If that type of horror is too much for you, younger kids who are possessed doing self-harm is very disturbing to you, then I can understand how you'd find this horror movie more disturbing than other horror movies. But generally speaking, it's plays in sort of a comfortable area of grief and general tropes that a lot of other horror movies have explored. So I don't think there's anything too out there in this. I kind of wished that it was a little bit more out there and a little bit more extreme, but that's just to my tastes for having seen lots of horror films, and that I had kind of an expectation that this would be a more extreme horror film than it sort of really is. That is most of my thoughts about Bring Her Back. I think that it's a pretty straightforward horror film that is very well done. If that's what you're looking for. It's also pretty grim, so if you like grim horror films, that's also a plus. Thanks for listening to my review. I will talk to you again later.